Back now for the 6, as we're back live now on the Hoptown Hoppers TV network. It'll be Caden Slaughter to lead things off. First pitch, a liner over towards the dugout. Thankfully, no one caught. 0-1 is the count. Slaughter on the day is 1 for 2, apparently offline for a little bit. I really apologize. No, we haven't lost any network connection. YouTube also just loves to crash every now and then. That's what happened earlier. 0-1 pitch. Now the plate from Mahoney. Donick still out there. That one's fouled out of play, and it's an 0-2 count. Oh, the dugout yelling, foul the other way, please. Don't scare us like that again. Well, to recap how things have gone, in the top of the 4th inning, Hoppers played at 3, tied things up. Givantes just came in and shut things down. His pitch is upstairs for ball 1 to Slaughter. And we're now here in the top of the 6th inning. Tied game. Sun is set and ready for baseball. 1-2 now to the dish. Fouled into the netting of the backstop. Slaughter stays alive. On the mound right now for full count. Jack Cohen was the starter. They brought in Jack Smith for 2 outs. Now Mahoney Donick is in for his 2nd inning of work. Pitch to Slaughter, swung on and missed, and there's the first strikeout for Donick on the mound. Donick last inning saw 4 batters come to the plate. Only one reached. Nate Jessup from throwing error from the second baseman, Ryder Plancher. Now Cole Reynolds will step up for the 4th time today, excuse me. He's 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch. His 2 hits are both singles. He rates the pitch from the tall righty. Fastball on the outside for strike 1. Little reset. Working through the windup. Now the 0-1 pitch again. Donick, a fastball below the knees, and the count evens 1 ball and 1 strike to Cole Reynolds. He's taken quite a trip around the bases today. He's got 2 stolen bases, 2 runs, 2 singles. He's been running all over the place. The 1-1. And it's fouled out of play. Count is 1-2 to Reynolds. You didn't hear it earlier because everything went out. Donick, a sophomore from Denison. He had 11 appearances and 4.01 ERA and 33 2/3 innings of work. The 1-2 to Reynolds. And it misses low and away. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. Donick's from the Nashville area. Stands 6'2", 185 on the mound. He graduated University School in Nashville High School. And now goes with a 2-2 to Reynolds. It misses in the turf. Count runs full. A lot of energy coming from the Hoptown dugout. They're fired up over there as they're looking to get a win over a very talented full count roster. Team with the most D1 players and D1 commits combined. Last of my count, it's about 13 of them. The 3-2 right down the middle, and Reynolds will saw it off out of play on the right side. We'll do the full count all over again. Donick, when he graduated from University School of Nashville, was ranked the 49th right-handed pitcher in the state of Tennessee by perfect game going into college. He plays D3 up in Ohio now. The full count delivery. Reynolds, a ground ball up the middle. The shortstop, Rogers, is there. Throws it over the first and will beat the speedy Reynolds by a half step. 2 up, 2 down. Go the Hoppers to begin the 6th inning.
Left fielder, number 7, Chance Sweeney.
Chance Sweeney now steps up in the 2 spot. He's 0 for 3 in the day with a fly out, a line out to the shortstop, a strikeout swinging. Also have to mention that the Rhythm made a change in their defense. Catcher is now Barrett Brown, comes in for Jackson Zeller. Also some work down the full count bullpen. First pitch, fastball inside for ball 1 to Chance Sweeney. He's had a really explosive summer coming down from, or up, I guess, from Auburn and Montgomery. He's from Russellville, Kentucky, though, from around the area. 1-0. Deep right field going back. No doubter. Goodbye, baseball. No, it's caught. I'm an idiot. I am a moron. That was on the line. I cannot believe that died. It's 3 up, 3 down. And it's still tied as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
In the top of the sixth.
Bottom of the sixth here in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Still tied for a piece. That means Gage Montez will still have the ball for the Hoppers, trying to keep things right where they're at. He's been really good out of the pen for the Hoppers. He only gave up 1 run and 5.2 innings of work against the Henderson Flash last Saturday.
Leading it off, the catcher, number 31.
As now the plate will be the catcher, Barrett Brown. In the 8th spot to step up for Jackson Zeeler. Zeeler on the day was 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout to center field. Brown comes in now. In the left-handed box, first pitch from Matas, swung on and missed for strike 1. Brown did play the last time that these two squared off. He was the starting and only catcher in that game. He's a graduate of high school as well, committed to play D1 baseball at Bellarmine. That one hits the turf and then skips up into Barrett Brown. It does count as a hit by pitch, so he's on safely. Yeah, he's committed to go play over at Bellarmine, obviously up in the Louisville area. Got a few guys from that area on the Hoptown roster. But now the 9th spot, Joel Chandler, the third baseman, steps up. It's not every day you see a third baseman actually play bat in the 9th spot. Looking to turn things over. He's got a 1-for-1 start to the day with a single and a walk. Pickoff move to no avail from Montes. Chandler's a .273 batting average so far for the Rhythm. 9 hits on 33 at-bats. Pitch misses, ball 1 to start the at-bat. On deck, obviously, Ryder Blanchard, who's the leadoff batter. Will be coming out for the 4th time if we see him. Not if, it'll be when. There's no outs in the inning. Another pickoff move, tag down, not in time. Slides in safely. Montes set and delivers a curveball, catches the inside for strike 1. Count now 1-1 with no outs in the bottom of the 6th. We're tied 4-4 between the Hoppers and the Rhythm. Montes now battling the right-handed hitter, standing 5'11", 185 in the box. 1-1 pitch is ground ball over on the right side foul, and the count now 1-2. Well, Chandler, a freshman in Montevallo, he's from Brandon, Mississippi, on the border with Alabama. He attended Orange Beach High School. Pickoff move, the first again. He's back in safely. And Montevallo, he had a .288 batting average. He's majoring in mathematics there, not something you hear every day from a baseball player who's usually majoring in something different. He's majoring in mathematics. The 1-2, curveball upstairs for a ball. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Montes, quick look over the first now, set from the rubber. Deals. Just misses the corner and the count runs full. Almost had it. He thought he had it. Won't get the call. Decent crowd here at Drakes Creek Park. Little light, but definitely involved. Pickoff move the first yet again, and for the 4th time, Barrett Brown is back in safely. Montes now set to try to get the first out of the inning. To the plate, the pitch, and off-speed swinging and missing. He'll send him back to the dugout with a K. And there's one away.
Second baseman, number 2, Ryder.
Beautiful pitch from Montes. Caught him way out ahead of it. He was kind of leaning on the swing, too, which you never want. Now top of the order, Ryder Blanchard comes up. Pickoff move the first. Barrett Brown's in safely. Blanchard up for the 4th time today is 1 for 3 with a single. Also has a ground ball to Dom Hartman playing third and a strikeout swinging his last time up. First pitch, started the square around. It gets off the bat and into the face mask of Mark Harmon. So they'll all take a moment to let him make sure he's okay. It will go down as a strike. It's an 0-1 count. They just asked. Harmon said he's okay. And good to go. So the battery remains Montes and Harmon. Blanchard gets ready in the right-handed box. He's got Tate Dickinson, the right fielder, standing on deck. Montes fires, and it's low and away for ball 1. Harmon thought about a back pick to Barrett Brown. He retreated quickly, so no throw down. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. A runner on first, and a tied game for the 4. Montes with a pitch, a curveball, and it's in there at the bottom of the zone for strike 2. He's ahead in the count. Now the Blanchard. And playing at one of the better JUCOs in the college in the world. Played at Holy Cross High School at Chalmette, Louisiana. The 1-2 pitch from Montes. Ground ball over the Hartman. He dives. It gets through on the ground in the 5-6 gap in the left field. Sweeney brings it in. Everyone advances 1. Brown on second. And Blanchard on first with the single.
Now batting the right fielder, number 24, Tate Dickinson.
Now Tate Dickinson comes up with runners on first and second and still 1 out in the inning. Dickinson on the day is 0 for 2. He did reach on a walk back in the 3rd inning. Did not score from it. Montes trying to hold things right where they're at. Steady with a tied ball game. Pitch misses low for ball 1. You remember the Hoppers have really fed off being middle inning warriors, kind of late inning warriors as well. Those 5th, 6th, 7th innings is where they really catapult their own score on the board. They're not able to do stuff there. It's unlikely they get the win. Pitch misses downstairs for a ball. You saw that last night as well. They beat the Miners 10-5, exploded in the 7th inning with 5 runs to make it 9-5 game after they trailed 5-4 going into the inning. 2-0 pitch outside. It's now 3-0. Behind Dickinson is Bryson Hamilton, in danger now of walking. The bases loaded for full count. A team that can absolutely execute in that situation. Pitch now to the Bell Chase Louisiana native from the belt to the plate outside. It's a 4-pitch walk. Bases are loaded. We look at the inning. It's been a hit by pitch, a strikeout, then a single and a walk. And Mark Harmon will ask for time to talk to his pitcher and Cole Reynolds, who's already there on the mound. Reynolds is a great veteran experience. Again, he was here with the Hoppers last year. He saw last season. They sit on the back of their home dugout and different plaques based off money donated. The way they do it is there's a bunch of quote-unquote founding members is the way they label it, which I think more so I think it's just donators is the way you have to say it. It's not founding. They didn't found the team. Pitch now to the plate outside for ball 1. But they get a lot of donations to help this team as well as support from Church Group. Hamilton, the first baseman, up 0 for 2 with a walk back in the 3rd. Montes, only 1 out away in the inning. The pitch, fastball swung on and missed. Count evens 1-1 to Hamilton. Hamilton from Norfolk, Virginia, as we heard from Brady Leonard back in the 3rd inning, who joined us for an in-game interview. 1-1 now to the plate. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Try to slider. Started it too far out. Hamilton of VMI is major in economics and business. Had a 4.17 on base percentage there on 18 at-bats. 2 RBI so far with the Rhythm. Got 2 in scoring position. 2-1. Montes is going to miss the zone. Count is 3 balls and 1 strike. Not sure where it missed. But if you throw that pitch any closer, there's no way it's not a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded and 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Montes to the plate. Off speed, got him way ahead, swinging, and no connection on it. Missed it. The count now runs full. Hamilton resets. Sending 6'4", 200 in the right-handed box. The Christian County graduate from the belt delivers a curveball again, misses the zone. No, it's called a strike finally. And there's 2 away. It's so insanely delayed from this guy. That's 2 strikeouts in the inning.
Now batting the left fielder, number 20.
And the bases remain loaded. That's the perfect thing you could ask for from Montes, a strikeout to try to keep the damage at 0 in the inning and keep things tied. And the plate now is the cleanup batter, Charlie Bozeman. Got on last time with a walk. Also has a double in this game. Goes back to the curve outside just by a hair for ball 1. That double is the only hit so far for Bozeman. He's 1 for 2. His other at-bat was a pop out to the shortstop, Cole Reynolds. And Montes will step off the backside. Oh, looks like a pitch clock violation. Excuse me. Count evens 1-1. Montes popped up backwards. That'll be out of play.
That's another AAA.
We look at Bozeman with Sanford for this past year. At a 1.43 batting average this year so far, he's got 7 RBIs and 14 at-bats. Doing well with runners in scoring position. Huge spot here for the Rhythm to take the lead. They've had it once, and it was snatched in the 4th inning. Montes curveball outside. 2-1 is the count. Bozeman has a 2.14 batting average for the Rhythm on 3 hits in those 14 at-bats. One of them being a triple, the other 2 home runs. It's pretty much go big or go home for the Knoxville native. The 2-1, a ground ball over the Cole Reynolds at short. Throw across his body and is scooped by Mueller in time. It took 2 bounces, and they get the out. To the end of the 6th. Would have been a run if it was delayed. Instead, a terrific throw from Reynolds on a line. We'll do it. We're still tied at 4 as we head to the 7th. And we're right back with the Hoppers at the plate looking to take the lead against the Rhythm. We play 2/3 here at Hendersonville's Drake Creek park. Logan Johnson, the new pitcher for the Rhythm, as we're still tied at 4 apiece. Johnson, a freshman from Columbia State Community College. He has made 3 appearances out of the pen so far for the Rhythm, none against the Hoppers. It's been 4 total innings pitched, where he has allowed no runs on 2 hits, 3 walks, and has delivered 5 strikeouts. It'll be 3-4-5 due up for the Hoppers in this one after Chance Sweeney had a line out to right field. It made me look like a genius. 100%, no sarcasm there whatsoever. Quick conversation between Barrett Brown, the catcher, and Johnson, the new pitcher, as we're set for action. It'll be Dom Hartman to lead things off. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a 2 RBI double that tied things up in the 4th inning. He's now ready again to respond with another hit here. Pitch to Hartman. Fastball letter high above the letters for ball 1. Nice velo. Just barely missing the zone. Got Evan Jacob on deck and Brennan Mueller in the hole for Hoptown. Pitch to the plate. That one's called a strike. Almost the same exact spot. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Through the windup, a 1-1. Goes to the curve, misses high, and the count is 2-1. Johnson, when he works through his windup, it's interesting. He'll step off to the side and then pretty much get set from the stretch. You'll see him right here. He steps back, and now look at him. Now he's pretty much pitching from the stretch. And that one's on a rope through the 3-4 gap for a leadoff single. Dom Hartman's aboard to get the inning started. Evan Jacob to follow him up now at the plate.
DH number 14, Evan Jacob.
And facing Logan Johnson, who's a freshman at Columbia State Community College, made 14 appearances with an 8.71 ERA. There. That's in 20 2/3 innings of work. Pitch to Evan Jacob. It's a hit by pitch. So Dom Hartman would have had a stolen base, but is negated by the fact that Evan Jacob reaches safely for the 3rd time today. 2 hit by pitches to him. The other one a walk. First 2 guys are on for the Hoppers. Looking to take the lead. Brennan Mueller steps up, a dangerous bat at the plate. A little hiatus from the roster. Now back. He has a 5.26 batting average. 10 hits on 19 at-bats coming into the game. Squares around. Lays down a bunt up the left side. Barrett Brown turns, fires over the first. They got the out. But 2 now in scoring position for the Hoppers. Does his job miraculously. With only 1 out, you are in prime opportunity to take the lead here.
Catcher number 11.
For the 2nd time today, the Hoppers had a lead after the very first inning when Cole Reynolds came around and scored. And I bring up Mark Harmon, who had that RBI single, the go-ahead RBI single against the Henderson Flash last Saturday. Chance for another RBI to take the lead. That one misses upstairs for a ball. That was Harmon's first RBI of the summer. Came in big fashion. Now an opportunity here, the 7th inning, seeing how strong the clutch vein is. Infield is in for the Rhythm. 1-0 count now comes to the plate. Harmon swings at it and fouls it out of play. Harmon 0 for 3 on the day. He reached on a fielder's choice back. Oh, excuse me, did not reach on that fielder's choice. That was a fielder's choice and ended the 1st inning. Has a strikeout and a pop out to the 2nd baseman, Blanchard. Set now. Johnson delivers, goes to the curveball, and got Harmon to go fishing at 1 for strike 2. One, two, the Hoptown dugout dead, silent, a little nervous, a little intense over there. Now starting the higher prop. Harmon, who dribble over on the left side. Runner breaks for home. Throw is there. Hartman slides in and right into Barrett Brown's glove. They got the leadoff runner out. No runs. Runners on the corners with 2 away. Hartman broke as soon as that ball was put in play and was still beat by a couple of steps by a good throw third baseman Joel Chandler. So Harmon now reaches on a fielder's choice. Mueller moves over the third. Now Nate Jessup comes up to the plate. As we've got a little bit of a break here in the action, there's someone warming up over the full count bullpen. It's a lefty, it seems. He's kind of slowed down and stopped, though, with 2 outs away in the inning. Barrett Brown's getting some equipment checked on in the dugout. That is our delay in action right now. So give me a moment. We'll take a look at the scores in the Ohio Valley League. You remember that the the Fulton Railroaders and their game against the Madisonville Miners has been canceled due to the field conditions. The Henderson Flash over in Paducah playing the Chiefs. Flash lead them 5-3 as they currently are playing the bottom of the ninth right now. They've got bases loaded in that game. With Trey Dooley at the plate, you can remember when the Hoppers were there this past Sunday. Trey Dooley was the man that walked it off in sudden death. Well, Barrett Brown finally is good to go and running back out. I'll bring up Nate Jessup in the 7th spot. He is 0 for 2. He's reached twice, though, on a walk and an error that continued the 5th inning. Not for very long. The only thing that came out of it was Nate Jessup got a stolen base. Hasn't got a hit with a man in scoring position so far this summer. Hasn't had much of an opportunity for it, though. He's got a guy on third with 2 outs. First pitch is at the letters for strike 1. That's Jacob that stands over there with Harmon on first. Pitch now from Johnson. Goes with an off-speed inside for ball 1. Keon Evans, as the Fort Wayne, Indiana native, resets in the right-handed box, stands 6'2", 195. Studying finance at UND. 1-1. Off speed again. That one finds a zone. It's a 1-2 count. You got to ask him. He was originally majoring in exercise science to switch to finance after his redshirt freshman year with the Greyhounds, where he had a .277 batting average. 1-2 pitch to the plate. Misses in the turf. Gets away. Evan Jacob delayed. Finally comes home. Flip to the plate. Gets away from the pitcher. He's going to score. And now there's going to be a tag at third as Mark Harmon tried to go all the way around from first to third. But the Hoppers take the lead. Jacob scores. Jessup will be back up at the plate in the 8th inning. It's 5-4 as it's stretch time here in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Your Hoppers lead. As we'll be right back on Hoptown Hoppers TV Network. What in the world was that? Bottom of the 7th, new pitcher on the mound for the Hoptown Hoppers. It is Reed Hayes out there coming in relief of Gage Montes, a typical left fielder for the Hoppers. He's coming in to pitch for his third time today. He knew there was a possibility coming into the game that he would pitch, and he's only made 2 appearances so far. His first one was the last time these two faced off. Reed Hayes went 2 innings scoreless, and he was talking about it before the game. He started rubbing his hands together like, yeah, I was cooking when I came in for my college pitching debut. Well, he's back to face the rhythm. First pitch fouled off on the right side at the dish for full count is Kaysen Hill in the 5 spot. Works through the windup, the pitch from Hayes. Misses, and Harmon could not catch it. Count evens 1-1. Well, it wasn't Hayes' only appearance, though, obviously. He's gone 3.1 total innings of work so far this summer, giving up 2 runs, both earned on 5 hits, 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and 4 strikeouts. The 1-1 from Hayes, low in the zone, grounder over the slaughter at second, throw the first. With plenty of time to spare, there's 1 away with the out. Now Edward McLeod, the DH, will come up. He's 1 for 3 with a single last time he was up in the 5th inning. He only hit in that inning, though, against Gage Montes, excuse me. As Reed Hayes, the righty, toes the rubber again. From Roanoke, Indiana, the pitch. Right back up the middle. Reed Hayes almost gloved it and said it's a grounder all the way out to center field for a base hit. McLeod is on with back-to-back singles on his line. That'll bring up the shortstop Landon Rogers, who's also 1 for 3 with a single. That one coming back in the 4th, though.
The shortstop, number 7, Landon Rogers.
And Rogers is new to this rhythm roster from Memphis, Tennessee. Stands 6'3" and 170 in the right-handed box. Plays at Trevecca Nazarene, brought over by Full Count's head coach, and he also serves as the GM, Josh Carman. He's an assistant coach there with a D2 Trevecca Nazarene. Reed Hayes fastball runs inside for ball 1. Rogers played at Briarcrest Christ High School in Memphis. Graduated in 2024. The 1-0 inside again with a fastball. Count 2 balls, no strikes. Hayes actually said he was warming up the pitch in the game at Fulton earlier this week that the Hoppers dropped 9-7 and just could not locate a pitch at all. He's like, you know what? I don't think this is the day to bring him in. They went with someone else. There's a lefty warming up for full count in their bullpen. Pitch now. Lifted the right field on a line and will drop fair. Back-to-back singles, runners on first and second. Bring up Barrett Brown for the second time today. He got on with a hit by pitch. Last time he was up.
Now batting the catcher, number 31,
Brown
Barrett Brown.
is the only switch hitter we've seen so far in the league. Throws right-handed, though, which helps as a catcher. From Cottontown, Tennessee. Now battles Reed Hayes. As the Hoppers took the lead in the top half of the 7th. Pitch in the turf. Harmon finds it quickly, so everyone sees where they're at. It's a 1-0 count. Could take the lead and remain in first place. As if the full count rhythm win this game and the Chiefs end up losing, as it looks like they might, rhythm would possibly move in the first place. That one fouled off Brown's foot. Count evens 1-1. He's got a moment to reset. Brown is a 6', 185 catcher, committed to play at Bellarmine next year, home of the Knights. Got Joel Chandler on deck in the 9th spot, and the top of the order up yet again for the rhythm. 9:24 local time. 1-1 pitch. Swung and missed that by Brown. He's in a 1-2 hole to Reed Hayes. His 2 appearances, Hayes has 4 strikeouts. 2 of them have been looking. Now the 1-2 pitch to the plate is a ground ball through the 3-4 gap on the ground into right field. Easton Beatty comes up, throwing hard to the plate. There's going to be a play. Harmon dives, but won't be able to get the runner that comes across in form of McLeod. 2 in scoring position as Brown moves up on the throw, and we're tied 5-5. Joe Chandler will come up with still 1 out away in the inning. A tied game now. Go ahead run. Standing 90 feet away. Some insurance. 180 around the bases on second. Infield now in for the Hoppers as Reed Hayes battles Chandler, the right-handed hitter. The pitch to the plate will be fouled out of play on the right side. The only other guy for the Hoppers that was warned that he would probably come out of the bullpen would be Evan Woodward. 1-2 from Saginaw Valley State. This team was actually supposed to have 3 players from Saginaw Valley State. Then Braden Simmons got hurt in the spring season, so did not make it down. Pitch misses at the bottom of the well for ball 1. It's that fastball that Reed Hayes is working. One curveball out towards right field. Easton Beatty camped underneath it. Has got the out. Runner tacking up from third. Here comes the throw. No cutoff. And it wouldn't be in time anyways. That run scores the Rhythm lead. Brown moves into third with the throw. 2 outs away in the bottom of the 7th. The Rhythm again retake the lead. That was Landon Rogers that scored. They've got Bear Brown on third. Now Ryder Blanchard in the leadoff spot. Back at the dish. Have 2 have come across against Reed Hayes. Misses upstairs for ball 1. Blanchard this evening. 2 for 4 with a pair of singles and a run. Waits the pitch from the right-handed arm. Deals. Fastball misses the corner by about a hair. At the 2-0 count. Hoptown dugout shouting, that's in there. Keep throwing it. Honestly, if he throws it again, it could be caught a strike. 2-0 from Reed Hayes. Swung on and fouled into the backstop for strike 1. That boy East West giving it a good chase. Shout out to him. I know he heard that. I know he loved that. See, with how close I'm literally standing where you guys see the camera, I'm like right next to it. I wonder if these guys can hear me the whole time. They probably can. It's probably annoying. Oh well. Let's do 1 from Reed Hayes. Out of play quickly. That one actually hit the light pole and bounced all the way back into the field of play between first and second. You see him pick it up right now. Finally throw it out. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. He still got Brown standing on third. Full count has the lead, 6-5. They got 6 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. Hoppers 5 runs on 6 hits. Reed Hayes, deep breath. Goes off speed, driven out towards center field. Nathan Jessup churns, runs, is holding back towards the wall, jumping and leaping. He's caught it on the wall. He's holding on to it. It's ruled and out, and that'll do it. Nate Jessup colliding with the wall, makes the grab, and that'll do it here for the inning. 2 come across. Rhythm take the lead 6-5 as we enter the 8th inning of action here in Game 12 of the regular season. As we enter the 8th inning, Rhythm lead the Hoppers 6-5 here on the road for your Hoptown squad. Henderson game just ended with the Paducah Chiefs. The Flash won 5-3. So officially, this is now a battle for first place in the Ohio Valley League. If the Rhythm win, they are sitting in first place. Hoppers in second. If the Hoppers win, well, they'll remain in first, and the Rhythm will remain back in third place. New arm on the mound yet again. It's the 5th pitcher we've seen from the Rhythm. Jackson Grant now out there, the deal for the full count. A freshman from Erskine College. A lefty standing 6'1" and 170 out there on the mound, making his 3rd appearance of the year. He did pitch against the Hoppers last time. First pitch of this outing, high and away for ball 1 at the plate now. Will be Nate Jessup. He was there actually last inning, but Mark Harmon was thrown out going to 3rd on a wild pitch. So he's back up after his at-bat never ended. 2-0 after that one's high and away again. He went 1 inning against the Hoppers last time on the mound, where he had 1 strikeout, faced the minimum. No runs, no hits, no walks. Outside again, it's a 3-0. He's missed in the same spot every single time. A lefty with a little bit of a sidearm action, facing Nate Jessup, who just made that incredible grab in center field, leaping against the wall. It's a 3-0 red light, and it finally hits the corner. 3-1 is the count. You can see it on your screen right now. If you look towards the right side of that center field wall, he caught it right up against the jersey, the little yellow jersey on the right side. I paused as the home plate umpire walked over to the Hoppers dugout and just yelled at them for something. He told them that's the last one. So they must have said a magic word. 3-1. Nate Jessup, deep right field, going back, and that one is caught on the wall yet again. Chad Sweeney almost had one gone. Now Nate Jessup with a little tease, and it's out number 1. Beatty now comes up in the 8th spot. He's 0 for 2 with a walk back of the 4th inning that he scored on to tie things up that inning after an RBI double from Dom Hartman. 1 away, no one on the bases, top of the 8th inning. Hoppers trail 6-5. Swing and miss from Beatty. He's in an 0-1 hole. And Beatty at Vol State Community College. That team went 21-30 on the year, lost their only 2 postseason games to Chattanooga State Community College. Pitch outside for ball 1, evens the count. Beatty said his favorite movie is Batman. A little fun fact about him. As there's a fastball for a strike. He's in a 1-2 hole. Real dark right now. Could see some Batman come out and come to life, and that'd be monumental with Nick Johnson standing on deck. He'll be a pinch hitter for Caden Slaughter. Pitch now outside, and there's a 2-2 count. Beatty from Clinton, Tennessee, played at Anderson County High School, home of the Mavericks. Did not record any stats in his freshman year with the Pioneers at Vol State Community College. 207 batting average now. Pitch runs inside, and there's a full count now to Beatty in the box. And it looks like Nick Johnson will come in to hit next for Caden Slaughter. And then the top of the order due up for the red and black. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Grant, the lefty, from the belt fires. That one's a major league pop fly in the left field and will be caught with ease by Charlie Bozeman. 2 away quickly.
Second baseman, number 33, Caden Slaughter.
And now Nick Johnson comes up to the plate. Pinch hitter for Caden Slaughter, who on the day went 1 for 3 with a single, ground out on a bunt that actually was very monumental, and also had a strikeout. Nick Johnson from Indiana University Southeast, or as most people just call it, Indiana Southeast. First pitch outside for ball 1.
Pinch hitting number 24, Nick Johnson.
He's here with his collegiate teammate Connor Scheidt. Went to the NAIA World Series. Played only 4 games there. The 1-0 comes to the plate. Johnson leaves outside. 2 balls, no strikes with no one on the bases. It seems like the theme with tonight, battle for first. It was a battle for first last time these two played. It could be a battle for first place every time these two face each other. This looks like a 1-2 square off all summer long. Pitch outside. Count now runs 3-0. Remember, the Hoppers are undefeated at home. Right now, they'll next be at home on Monday, June 15th, where they take on the Paducah Chiefs. You'll want to be there for that. You also want to tune in for tomorrow's game on the road at 6:30 p.m. in Madisonville. That one's right down the middle. And the green light's back on. 3-1 is the count to Johnson. Grant from Flowery Brand, Georgia. A 6-1 reliever deals. Ground ball over to the third baseman, Chandler. Across over the first base with a throw. And the Hoppers are retired in order. Still trailed by 1 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. The Rhythm look to add some insurance before the Hoppers have 3 outs remaining, looking to make yet again another comeback victory. Bottom of the 8th, Rhythm leads 6-5 over your Hoptown Hoppers. Hello, everyone. Colin Crithers bringing you today's action from Hendersonville, Tennessee. New pitcher on the mound for the Hoptown Hoppers. Evan Woodward comes in, the closer. It's his first time he'll be entering a game as his team is losing. He's had the lead in the 9th inning every single time he's pitched today. He comes in the 8th inning, trailing by a run. And the order for full count, he'll first be facing Tate Dickinson in the 2 spot. First pitch from the right-handed Cardinal. Low and in for ball 1 on a fastball. Dickinson over 2 with 2 walks on the day. No runs for him, though. Woodward now to the plate. Fastball out towards right field. Beatty giving it a chase and lands in front of him. And he's on with a single. Beatty, good job keeping that one in front of him as it was smoked out there. No chance he would be able to catch up and get it on the line. So does the responsible thing. Not even like he held up. I know it's hard to see from the angle you guys see. He was full charge of that thing. It just landed before he ever had a chance to get to it. So Bryson Hamilton, the first baseman, comes up. He was 0 for 3 with a walk. You had a runner in first and no outs here. Looking for some insurance before the Hoppers come back up with 3 outs remaining. Goes with the off-speed, curveball in the bottom of the zone, called for a strike. Begins the at-bat for Hamilton, a VMI product, as we heard from Brady Leonard back in the 3rd. Pitch to the plate, fastball inside, goes to the backstop, not blocked by Harmon. He'll round second and start going over the 3rd. Will retreat as Harmon grabs the ball. So Dickinson moves up on the wild pitch from Evan Woodward. That'll go down as the 2nd wild pitch this summer for Woodward. Evens the count 1-1. In his 4 appearances, Woodward has gone 4 complete innings, not giving up a single run. No hits as well, only 4 walks and 5 strikeouts. He just gave up his first hit of the summer, courtesy of Tate Dickinson. 2 for 2 in save opportunities. Doesn't have a record, though, as, again, he's had the lead every time he's came in. So today he's looking for the win in this game. Pitch misses in the turf, and it's a 2-0 count. Woodward, well, very effective so far this summer. Delivers the pitch, a ground ball over to Mueller at first, who takes it all the way to first base himself. Dickinson moves over the third with one away. That'll bring up Charlie Bozeman in the cleanup spot. With a runner 90 feet away, they try to make it a 7-5 game. But in the games previous for Woodward, he's only thrown 48.5% of his pitches for strikes. This feels a lot more than that, though. Infield is in for the Hoppers. Pitch to Bozeman, off speed for a strike in the middle of the zone. Good job with the curveball there, slowed him down. As Bozeman, 1 for 3 on the day with a double and a walk. Pitch from Woodward. Fastball down the middle. Going the deep left field. Chance Sweeney underneath it. He will catch it. And here comes a throw in. No chance for a play at the plate as Dickinson tagged up and will score on the sac fly. Score 7-5 in favor of the Rhythm. Kason Hill now will be the new batter at the plate with no one on the bases and 2 outs, as that's the first run to score this summer against Woodward. It is an earned run as well. But I'll give him his first bit of an ERA. He misses upstairs with a fastball for ball 1. To Kason Hill, who's 1 for 3 with a double and a walk, as well as his Sanford Bulldog teammate, Charlie Bozeman. Goes with a backside slider for strike 1. Counts even 1 apiece. Woodward from Rochester, Michigan. This past season made 13 appearances. He went 13 2/3 with 16 runs allowed. Ground ball over to Hartman at third. Throws it off the bounce, and it's over in time as the Hoppers get the final out of the inning. They give up 1 more run here in the bottom of the 8th. They've got to earn back 2 as they look for a comeback win on the road against the Rhythm. We'll be right back. 7-5 is the score. Top of the 9th, the full count Rhythm go to a closer. New pitcher is number 39, Grayson Rhodes, an incoming freshman. Will be playing at Bellarmine next year, where he's committed to play Division I baseball. He's a left-handed pitcher.
Leading off shortstop number 12.
Or he said a left-handed hitter, but a right-handed pitcher. Stands 6'2", 193 on the mound. He graduated from Meade County High School, where he had a 1.11 ERA, a 61 record, giving 53 strikeouts. It was announced yesterday that he was the ESPN Owensboro Cy Young Award winner. He now faces Cole Reynolds as 1-2-3 is due up for the Hoppers. He'll swing at the first pitch. The dribbler on the left side. Gloved by the shortstop across the body over the first. Not in time. Reynolds beats it out and legs out a single. Look at that there. That's the start you need. Tying run now comes to the plate in form of a Chance Sweeney. That would go down as a single. As the Hoppers are looking for their 4th consecutive comeback win. They're past 3 in a row. 3 wins, I should say. Of course, against the Railroaders, the Henderson Flash, and last night against the Madisonville Miners have all been in comeback fashion. Pitch now from Rhodes. Fouled backwards for strike 1 to Sweeney. Sweeney's 0 for 4. Only 1 strikeout. The other 3 put in play. And battling Rhodes, who not only a Cy Young Award winner, he's first team All-State here in Kentucky with Meade County, alongside Hayden Hunt from UHA, University Heights Academy. A 1 pitch outside. County evens 1-1. Hunt joined the team yesterday with Hoptown. Got in as a pinch runner, saw the plate once, was hit by a pitch, and the first pitch he saw, literally, it hit him. So he got on. No official at bat, though. Rhodes steps off the backside of the mound and is back on the rubber. Pickoff move to first, not in time, as Reynolds is back in safely. And Reynolds has scored twice, has 2 stolen bases on the day. He takes off again. Sweeney on the right side, just foul. He's got a 1-2 count. So Reynolds will return back to first. He's a smiley guy, always upbeat, loving that he gets to play baseball all spring and all summer. The Warhawk Sweeney back in the left-handed box to face the right-handed pitcher. Deals the 1-2 downstairs for a ball. County evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rhodes would play club baseball for the Marucci Blackhawks prospects. Gave him the look that he needed to go play D1 baseball. 2-2. Runner takes off. Sweeney out towards right center field. Going back and will be caught by Cason Hill. Reynolds was standing on second and will rush back to first as there's 1 out in the 9th. Roped it. That's a very deep center field, a little over 400. So Sweeney gets unlucky there. It'll be an 0 for 5 effort for him on the day. That brings up the oh-so-powerful Dom Hartman, who's 2 for 4 on the day with a double and a single. As a man still standing on first and 1 out, he's now the tying run. Outside for the fastball, hits the corner for strike 1. Pitch coming to the plate, and it's fouled into the Hoppers dugout. Reynolds was going to steal again. And sure enough, he's got to go back. That's the 7th time tonight that he has tried to steal a base and has to go back on a dead ball, whether it's been the foul balls or once a hit by pitch to Evan Jacob he had to go back on. That's the man who stands on deck right now. He would represent the go-ahead here on the top of the 9th. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Pitch to the plate, downstairs with a curve. Hartman thought about it, held up in time, so it misses for a ball. Count 1 and 2 to Hartman. Runner takes off. Hartman fouls it off backwards, and the 8th time, Cole Reynolds will have to return back. He just laid flat on second base. He got there, slid in, and just laid there for a moment. It's just a chance to get a breather. He's been going back and forth and back and forth. That guy needs a vacation right now. I'm sure that vacation would be much more appreciated after he crosses home in this setting. The 1-2 pitch yet again. Comes to the plate from Rhodes. Hartman up the middle over to the shortstop. Rogers flips to second in time. Hartman goes over the first. He's safe. Hartman gets on with the fielder's choice that would have ended the game. Instead, only Reynolds is out. Hartman is on safely.
Number 14,
And now Evan Jacob comes out with 2 outs. He's the last hope for the Hoppers in this one as Hartman replaced Reynolds on first base. Reynolds has reached 3 times today, even though he's 0 for 1. It's been 2 hit by pitches and a walk. The righty out towards left field, and that'll find some real estate. Hartman gets in the second. Evan Jacob with a single, and the inning continues. Monumental right there. Brennan Mueller will now come up to the plate. The first baseman who has reached twice. He's 1 for 4, though, with a single and a fielder's choice back in the third inning. He now is the go-ahead here on the top of the ninth. 2 outs and runners on first and second. Grayson Rhodes, first pitch from the belt. Mueller attacks and cannot put it in play. Fouls it backwards. Mueller with 7 RBIs so far this year. Has 10 hits and 19 at-bats coming into the game for a .625 on-base percentage. Has been hitting .556 with runners in scoring position. That one in the turf started to go around on the swing and did not hold up in time. It's a strike on the swing, and he's in an 0-2 hole. On deck is Mark Harmon. Got to get on first. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. The pitch and the turf, and Dom Hartman took 3 on the pitch. He's got a stolen base. Evan Jacob remained over at first base. That's the first steal for Hartman. Count 1-2. Hey, Jacob takes off. It's inside with a fastball. Count evens 2-2. Jacob's got a stolen base. The tying run now in scoring position for the Hoppers. That's stolen base number 5 of the game. Mueller, the pitch now from Rhodes, fires over on the right side. Blanchard's got to make a play. Lobbed over, pulls the first baseman off the bag. Hartman scores. He's safe at first. Jacob on third, and the deficit is now 1 run. Keeping it alive, Blanchard was trying to be too careful with that throw, and it cost him. It's his second throwing error of the game.
Number 11, Mark Harmon.
Now they only need 1 more run. Mark Harmon at the plate had that go-ahead RBI single against the Flash last Saturday. 2 outs here. First pitch swung at and one right down the middle. He was ahead of it. Did not connect. It's an 0-1 count. Go back to the game against the Chiefs on Sunday, where the Hoppers also trailed 7-5 going into that inning. The ninth, I should say. Ended up tying things up with 2 outs. Upstairs to the backstop. Evan Jacobs coming home. The flip to the plate, slides in. Is not caught. Jacob is there, and it's tied. If there's a will, the Hoppers are going to find a way to come back. We're tied 7-7. Mueller moves in the scoring position as the go-ahead run. When in doubt, never doubt the Hoppers making a chance to come back and tie things up. Harmon, the 1-1, called strike on the outside portion. Count 1-2. Got to realize some of that pressure is off of Harmon. Now he can relax at the plate. And the 1-2. Out towards center field, a leaping attempt from the shortstop, can't get to it. Mueller gets the wayside, coming around third. The throw to the plate, offline. Mueller scores. Go ahead RBI single again from Harmon. His second RBI, both go ahead fashion. The 2-out rally brings 3 runs across, and the Hoppers have the lead. Zach Hampton will now walk up to the plate as a pinch hitter for Nate Jessup. And Alex McGuire will come in as the pinch runner for Mark Harmon.
Now batting number 9, Zach Hampton.
Harmon with the clutch has been fantastic. I cannot believe that Woodward will come back out in the bottom of the ninth and try to get the win in this game. And Zach Hampton right now at the dish. First pitch he sees from Rhodes. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Hampton played well yesterday. Was the player of the game for us on WHOP 95.3. The 0-1 now is upstairs for ball 1. Hampton on the season coming into this game has a .500 flat batting average, 9 hits on 18 at-bats. 8 of them are singles, 1's a double. As McGuire leading off first, takes off for second. That one's fouled out of play, and McGuire will return back to first on the dead ball. Count 1-2 to Hampton. Only struck out 5 times, one looking. McGuire on the bases has been 0 for 1 in stolen base attempts so far this year. He would have easily reached on that one, had a terrific jump. 1-2, 2 outs, runner on first. Pitch to the plate. Hampton fouls it backwards to stay alive. And the Hoppers scored 3 runs in this inning with 2 outs. They're continuing the 2-out rally, looking for insurance as they now lead the rhythm. Still in shock. The 1-2, Hampton almost went at one outside with a slider. They'll check down to see if he went. The appeal is no good for the rhythm. It's a ball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. McGuire still standing on first. Pitch from Rhodes, fires into the turf. McGuire goes ahead as that one bounces in front of Brown. He reaches safely on the wild pitch. McGuire's now in scoring position as the count runs full to UMHB's Zach Hampton. And got a lot of family connection. Was here last year with the Hoppers. Waited as a board member, Holly Hampton. The 3-2. It's below the knees for a walk. Hampton's on. The 2-out rally continues. First and second. Easton Beatty now walks up. And with that, there'll be a meeting on the mound. They could see a new pitcher. They will. Someone out of the bullpen just waiting for the signal. That'll do it for the Bellarmine commit. Grayson Rhodes. As Carmen gets the ball, and we'll see a new arm come in. Hoppers lead 8-7. They look to continue their 2-out rally. We'll take a moment and give you all the details on the new pitcher just in a second. Grayson Rhodes' day is done on the mound. He goes 2/3 here in the ninth, giving up 3 runs on 3 hits and 1 walk. Jim Douthat is coming in to try to get the final out of the ninth inning. A redshirt freshman from VMI, Virginia Military Institute, making his 5th appearance out of the pen for the Rhythm. He's gone 4 2/3 so far in those 4 previous appearances. Has 1 save. He's given up 1 run. It is earned on 6 hits. 3 walks, has 9 strikeouts, is also 1 hit by pitch for a 1.93 ERA. Easton Beatty will be the first batter that he faces, and he's hoping to be the only one. The Hoppers have capitalized on a 2-out rally for all 3 of their runs this inning to take the lead. Runners on first and second. A lefty with a slider. As it'll actually be on 1 count. It's a pinch hitter. Hayden Hunt comes up. I was distracted with Dowdett. It's Hunt's second plate appearances outside for ball 1. He came in yesterday, was hit by the first pitch he saw. He was a pinch runner. So Hunt comes in for Beatty. Long look over the second. Now the pitch from the lefty. And is right at the knees for a strike two from the VMI redshirt freshman. He stands 6 foot, 190. Hayden Hunt just joined the team yesterday. He's a graduate from University Heights Academy. Committed to play at Indiana State next year. Of course, UHA made it to the quarterfinals of the Kentucky State Tournament. And there's a swing and miss. A strikeout will finally end the night. Down at seeds 1, but the Hoppers already took the lead. Evan Woodward is going to head back out there and try to slam the door for win number 9 of the season. Don't go anywhere. We'll see if he can do it when we return on the Hoptown Hoppers TV network. Bottom of the 9th, and Woodward's in the position he is most comfortable in, looking to close things down with a lead. It's only 1 run, but Woodward's only given up 1 run this summer. That was an inning ago to give the Rhythm a 7-5 lead. His offense picks him up. He's looking for his first win of the year. There are some defensive changes. Hunt comes in, second base. Excuse me, he's coming in the right field. Looks like Cade Walls over at second. McGuire in center field after he pinch ran. Now Woody ready to get us rolling. Swing and miss. And the leadoff batter in the inning, Edward McLeod. It's an 0-1 count. Last inning, only 4 batters came to the plate. After the single, it went 3 up, 3 down. It was just a sac fly that brought in the 1 run. Ground ball over the wall at second. And he's got the first out on the first play he sees in the field. 1 away here in the 9th. Looking to grab a win on the road to move to 9-3 on the year.
Now batting, shortstop.
New catcher is also Ryan McCartan back there. As now Landon Rogers comes up to the plate. The Cardinals battery is ready to close things down. Excuse me, it's a pinch hitter. Lord, I know myself, I promise. Gabe Jenkins comes in from Virginia Military Institute, where he finished up his freshman year with a 2.55 average. First pitch he sees from Woodward, a fastball inside for a ball. Jenkins has a 3.33 batting average so far this year, 7 hits on 21 at-bats, a 5.17 on base percentage, as he's also been walked 7 times. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes as Woodward from the belt fires. Swing and miss, and the count evens. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jenkins stands in the right-handed box. Trying to keep the 9th alive with just 1 out. Stands 6'2", 185. Pitch. Out of play on the right side. The count is 1-2. Woodward last pitch against the Flash. He told me that, it doesn't take much time to warm up for me. And you learn that in college, that you don't really have any time to warm up. You got to get going immediately. So it takes him maybe 3 to 5 pitches to get all warmed up. And he's all good from there. He's ready to go and fire. Wheels and now deals the 1-2 pitch. Curveball in there for a punch out looking. 2 away for Woodward on the mound. Hoptown dugout fired up as they look for their win against the full count Rhythm. Another pinch hitter, number 19, Hudson Saparulo coming up. He bats for Barrett Brown. Saparulo on the year has a 240 batting average, a redshirt sophomore from Montlow State Community College. Did face the Hoppers last time. In the left-handed box, standing 6'5". Pitch from Woodward, goes after 1, low in the zone, and it misses for strike 1. Bird is firing on all cylinders right now. The 0-1 pitch is out towards right field, and Wall, dove for it, couldn't get to it. He rounds first hard, and will get back in quickly as Wall recovered. Tying run now on first base after the single from Separullo. No damage. Now we'll see another pinch hitter come up for the Rhythm. They're unloading the bench. It is Nathan Rowland coming up. He's at a .211 batting average.
Number 10, Rylan Moses. Now batting.
They also have a pinch runner. It's Rylan Moses on first base, but at the plate again, Nathan Rowland, a freshman from Mercer, a team that went 44-15 in the SoCon this past year. Woodward looking to get out of this one quickly. A broken bat, ground ball over the Hartman at third, throw over the first, scooped up by Mueller. They've got the win. Woodward is in pure rhythm for the Hoppers' 9th win of the year. 9-3, the Hoppers stay in first as the full count Rhythm dropped to 6-3. What a win, their 4th consecutive in comeback fashion. After a perfect throw from Dom Hartman, we go through tonight's win. Woodward gets the win, going 2 complete innings of work, giving up 1 hit, 1 run, or 2 hits and 1 run. Also had a strikeout looking. The losing pitcher in this game will be Greason Rhodes, who went 2/3, giving up 3 runs. And the top of the 9th inning, that's how the Hoppers won this one. They had 2 outs away after a leadoff single. Cole Reynolds was outgoing the second off a fielder's choice from Dom Hartman after a flyout from Sweeney for the first out of the inning. So Jacob came up, he had a single, and Mueller reached on an error that kept the inning alive and ended up being the ruins for the Rhythm. There was a single after that from Hartman for the go-ahead run, and that shut the door. Woodward gets the win. Hoppers win 8-7. We'll be back tomorrow night with 6:30. We'll be on the road at Madisonville Miners. You can find us right here again on the Hoptown Hoppers TV YouTube page. On behalf of the Hoptown Hoppers organization, I'm Colin Crithers. Have a great rest of your